Mint 400 damage report. Just got her back in the garage and haven't touched the car since the race. It's still sticky from champagne. So let's go through what we destroyed on the car and what needs to be fixed before the next outing. As you can see, it's dusty. I haven't even washed it. All that is champagne because we got the dub. So first thing, the wrap got toasted. And I didn't really mention the wrap on this channel. So, Team Real, huge thank you to these guys. They are a trophy truck team. They run there's a sister X3 that they run, Taryn McCullough, but Michael Scafuto owns the team and he runs an unlimited four-wheel drive trophy truck. He's fast as hell. He's rad. They have a 1450 truck and I think they have another side-by-side. But anyway, we're part of Team Real now, so go follow them on all their channels. They're rad group of people. Okay, that said, wrap. The other side's pretty messed up too, but right here and right there, that's from Cody Miller's car. He was stuck in a sand wash and kind of got up on top of him as we were trying to pass him. Whatever, no harm, no foul. Sorry about his car. Also, my door's cooked. Brand new door skin because door flew open on the freeway. Anyway, that's all just cosmetic stupid stuff. So next up, spare tire. Coming down Beer Bottle Pass on the last lap, as you may have seen, I clobbered a giant boulder and yeah, it was unfortunately a brand new tire, but just hit the sidewall of it. Completely my fault. That was like probably like a 100-pound boulder that I smashed at 50 miles an hour. So anyway, yeah, need to replace that spare, but otherwise I will take it. No other damage on that right rear. Ironically enough, right rear is the only wheel I ever have gotten flats on so far, so strangely enough. Anyway, and next up, the heim joint right here on the tie rod. There's, can't really hear, but just a little bit of slop in it. It's really bad when the wheel's off the ground. I can shake the wheel back and forth like, I don't know, quarter inch, half inch, something like that. It's not the wheel bearing. I'm pretty sure it's that inner tie rod heim joint. So I'll replace all four of those heim joints on the tie rods. They're the original ones. I think I have like 800 miles on them or something like that. 800 hard race miles, that is. But anyway, get those replaced. And kind of a silly one, but I was having wiring issues with this light. I don't know what's going on. This one works perfect. It's the same wiring harness that goes in. It's probably just somewhere in here, but as part of Team Real, we have Baja Designs as a sponsor, so looking like we're gonna replace those with some sweet Baja Designs LP6s or XL80s or something like that. And everything in here is perfect. New GPS, by the way. Lower ants, way to go. Way better than lead nav on an iPad like we had. So lower ants, for sure stoked. Anyway, everything's good in here except for two things. One, brakes go all the way to the floor. I think I know what that is. I'm going to address that in the next video. I'm going to do a whole redo on the brake system. There's two things I think it could be. Spoiler, master cylinder, and bleeding. But anyway, that'll be the next video. The other thing, which it started doing this when I was testing, right here on the dash, screaming at me with the smart lock warning. Every time I'd be about 20% throttle or more, it would start beeping at me and just like a constant wail of a sound. So I don't know what that is. I've only had that once before and it's because I didn't have something plugged in. I checked the plugs, everything seems fine, but I'm probably gonna pull the diff and see what's going on there. Because as you may have seen on the other video, that's basically a brand new diff. Sandcraft completely rebuilt it. It's all fresh. However, we did have unrelated drive issues, and I know this is unrelated because that diff issue happened when we were testing, and I know exactly when this happened. This was on the last lap. yeah, that axle's cooked. We came in on 3-wheel drive, so. Anyway, glad it happened when it did. Happened at the end of the race, and I'm gonna throw one of my spares on for now and then get a fresh set on here before the next race. And another stupid one, but I don't know how this even happened. Apparently I had the tether too tight, but the freaking tether on these shock therapy limit straps ripped off, so I don't know. I must have had it like too high up, or maybe it got caught in the slider or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, I'll address that with shock therapy. I'll figure something out. I might just run a zip tie around the spring or something like that. We'll see. And lastly, as far as obvious stuff, mirrors. The roost in that race is unreal. It actually broke every single one of my GoPro lenses and one of my GoPros, so yeah, not good, but I'm pretty sure it came off of the rear tires being thrown up into there, because both mirrors are absolutely shattered, but they have a lifetime warranty, so I'm whatever, not complaining. They've been good so far. Okay, so that said, now I'm going to pull the rear skid plate off, just the rear panel of it. That way I can assess underneath. I'm pretty sure everything's okay, but I want to check the drive shaft. It's a brand new drive shaft, and it's a lot easier to do fluids change with that rear part of the skid plate off. So gonna do that, and yeah, we'll check in a minute. All right, so that is skid plate out. As you can see, it's dry, which is a good thing. This little bit is from the U-joints on the drive shaft, spinning around and slinging a little bit of excess grease on there. That's no worry. Next up will be to wash it. I'm gonna pull that outside and wash underneath the whole drivetrain and all that stuff, and then drain the fluids. I'm gonna do front end, engine oil, and transmission oil. Make sure everything's fine. There's literally 300 miles on this oil, so everything should be fine. But yeah, hopefully everything's good. Stay tuned. Okay, that is car washed. I did find a couple other things. So I do have a snapped off bolt in the transmission right there. I need to address that. That's gonna be really hard to get out of there. I do have this aftermarket transmission plate right there that kind of takes the weight off. I think it's from slamming the bottom end off the ground. Anyway, we'll address that. Arms, completely sandblasted. These were perfectly painted before. Whatever, that happens every race. I'll take them off, get them sandblasted properly, recoat them with Steelite, etc. I need to get limit straps back on here. The ones I have, the bolts didn't work. We weren't able to throw them on. It was all last minute. I'll get limit straps on for the next race. I also had my Blaze Racing heatsink come loose, so probably I'm gonna just get another one. This is the second time I've had these mounted, so not the fault of those, it's my fault. I'm pretty sure I didn't run the set screws down tight enough, whatever. Not blaming not blaming these whatsoever. That's completely on me. And you know what? It scuffed up the transmission, but no harm, no foul. Didn't really do any damage. These axles are still plenty good, so all good there. Heims, I'm pretty sure are all okay. But when I'm gonna pull these axles and pull the arms off just to make sure everything's all good. And while I do that, I will check the Heim joints on all the radius rods. I pretty much do that every race. Just check every pivot point just to be safe. And kind of the last thing I found was headlight broke. You can see that mount right there. This is supposed to be attached to right there, but Baja Designs is a sponsor of us, so looks like we're gonna try to upgrade for some Baja Designs headlights for this thing. So just to summarize, we have the wrap I need to address, kind of took some damage. Spare tire I need to change. The tie rod Heim joints I need to change on the front end. Those are sloppy. The whole steering's sloppy. I need to check that out. The rack might be bad, but I doubt it. I have the Sandcraft brace on there and everything's been really tight with that. The bumper light, like I was saying, that for some reason one of them was working. I don't know why. I'll check that out. Probably will end up replacing both of those with all new wiring anyway. Like I said, Baja Designs is a sponsor, so perks. Brakes, doing the master cylinder and then bleeding them, putting fresh fluid in, doing a full fluid flush, etc. That'll be the next video. Mirrors, like I said, both of them were broken. It happens. That front right axle, replace that. Easy enough. I will check the diff. I don't think anything's wrong. I think we still had four-wheel drive up until I broke the axle. I think it might just be a connection issue or something like that, something electronic and silly. Like I said, limit straps, I need to throw limit straps on the rear and fix that tether on the front. No big deal whatsoever. One thing I'm gonna do too, I didn't mention, I'm gonna check all the ball joints. I think everything's fine. I need to check wheel bearings and ball joints. Part of what I do for race prep is just check every moving piece on this. Ball joints, radial joints, heim joints, all that stuff. I'll pull it all apart, check it all, re-grease everything, go through it. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. I know I said I was gonna do fluid flush and all that, but I think we got a couple play trips coming up. I think I'm gonna leave this oil in there. I'm just gonna check all the fluids, make sure everything's good. I might drain the front end oil, but that'll be at a later date. Next, I wanna jump on these brakes, so that'll be its own video. So anyway, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. We have a bunch more races this year and a bunch more builds of cars, and something I haven't done in a long time, play driving, so sand dunes. Stay tuned.